fire will keep him away. You're not gonna take it from me! You're not gonna take it from me!
Bada boom! Welcome everybody to Rayman's Twisted Corner. Tonight, I'm here with Victor White, famed paranormal investigator who's charged with one kind of murder after a team of investigators, let's call them, went missing in the infamous Crane Manor. After he was found innocent, he released a controversial new book called Haunted Manor, which chronicles the events of what he claimed really happened. Since then, the book has received nothing but skepticism and harsh criticism from the mainstream media. Now, tonight, we're going to be going in depth into the details of this book to really find out what did happen that night. Victor, how are you?
This place has an interesting smell.
Yeah, what is that smell? Jay, do we order pizza?
There's no pizza.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. Might have to light up some incense or something. Jay, light something up, would you?
Yeah, okay.
Nothing gave me the heebie-jeebies more than Crane Manor. Nightmares galore. I see you weren't lying that you do this show in your garage. I like it.
Well, you know, look, it keeps the wife happy and the fans don't mind. Oh, and just to make you aware, tonight we're going to be filming this podcast also. We've got camera A, camera B, and camera C. Victor, look, you know I've been a fan of yours for years. And a little bit, I'm going to give you the floor to tell your story in its entirety. But I got to ask, you know, why isn't anybody listening to you? Besides your cult of fans, of course.
They're scared. I'm scared. It's easier for people to understand a phenomenon when it can't be blamed on something tangible. That's not always the case. I'm hoping tonight I can clear up those misconceptions for anyone listening or watching. If anyone really wants the truth, I'm going to give it to them.
Well, that's what we're all hoping for. Let's get into it then. Now, I mean, I've read this book 3 times so far, and to be frank with you, I mean, it scared the living shit out of me. I think the best place to start for everyone at home is when you opened up the Crane Manor investigation. I mean, 15 people died in a boat crash, the cranes were never found, the properties have a long history of being cursed. I mean, help me out here, Victor.
I've known about the Crane Manor for years. Who didn't? Ever since I started investigating the creeps and drips of this place, I knew Crane Manor would be my Shangri-La. Strange turn of events. I just finished my investigation at the Myrtles Plantation in southeast Louisiana, no more than 50 miles from New Orleans. When I got the call from my agent, he said, "Hunter Wolfe wants to speak to you. Says he got something big." I thought, why would a lead man in the Upstate Times, a reporter, want to speak to me? I'm a little bit out of his realm of expertise. He says the man upstairs wanted a story done.
Who upstairs?
Mr. DeWitt, the owner of the Upstate Times.
Wait, he's so old. Why would he care? I'm sorry. Continue.
Well, Hunter told me the strange things were occurring back in the manor. He wanted to see if it was true or not.
Okay, tell me, who were the Cranes?
The father, Marcus Crane, was an extremely wealthy businessman, scientist, entrepreneur, powerful man with crazy ideologies.
Did he have a family?
Beautiful wife, 2 sons and a daughter.
And what happened to them?
During a lavish party on one of their boats near the property, a storm came. The boat crashed into the lighthouse. Out of 20 people on board, there was no survivors. The bodies of the Crane family were never found on or off the ship.
I remember how huge that story was. Marcus Crane was a media tycoon. Everyone knew him. But I know in your book, tell me what about Jack Crane?
Jack Crane was the cousin. He wasn't there that night when the family died. Hunter went to him for the story. He's been in the house. He was already pretty spooked. Spooked bad.
Why would he stay at the house?
Jack Crane said it was cursed, but he needed something from the inside. He wouldn't go back unless someone like me or a medium went with him. It was said that the property was cursed even before the Cranes. Hunter wanted the story, the results of whatever we found.
Okay, who is we?
I was meeting Hunter, Wolfe, and Jack Crane that night. But in the coming weeks, people would come and go.
Gathered outside of Crane Manor today, we have Jack Crane himself, Marcus Crane's nephew, who has spent a great deal of time in Crane Manor. We also have an award-winning team of paranormal investigators, including a world-renowned parapsychologist and the lovely medium Madame Laveau. They'll be coming and going as this week progresses, but let's go meet the team who will actually be staying with us throughout this next couple of weeks. Now, I think Jack, why don't you come over here for a second? How you doing, Jack? Good to see you again. Now, do you have anything you'd like to tell the folks at home?
Yeah, I thought we weren't filming this. We can't film this.
I mean, Jack, it's not being aired right now, but come on, this is the only way that they're going to believe.
No comment.
Well, folks, as you can tell, it's been a rough past few days. Now, Mike, have you seen Victor around, Mike? So, Victor, how you doing? So good to see you again. So, as you can tell, we're filming live right now. Do you have anything you'd like to tell the folks back at home? Anything you'd like to get off your chest?
I could. I'm a paranormal investigator. I specialize in the creepy and mysterious. I'm gonna find something today.
You heard it here first, folks. Now, over the next couple of weeks, as I said, we'll have people coming and going. I myself will also be staying in Crane Manor. But until that time, I'm Hunter Wolfe, signing off.
The property has a history of paranormal activity. Murders, slaves, all sorts of things. Marcus Crane chose this property to reside in. Why?
Look, I'm sorry, Victor, but before we go any deeper, I gotta please the investors. So, everybody remember to like, share, and subscribe, and find out what happens in this video. Find out who did Hunter recruit in this crazy experiment after these messages. We'll see you next time. I think the fog always adds a nice touch, People like the fog.